Gone with the Wind, a novel by Margaret Mitchell, was published in 1936 and quickly became a classic of American literature. Set against the backdrop of the American Civil War and Reconstruction era, it tells the tumultuous story of Scarlett O'Hara, a strong-willed Southern belle. The book explores deep themes of love, war, and survival, capturing the struggles faced by its characters as they navigate a world turned upside down. Scarlett's journey from a carefree life to one filled with hardship illustrates resilience and determination. Margaret Mitchell's vivid storytelling and compelling characters resonated with readers, making the novel not just a success but also a significant cultural touchstone. It painted a picture of the South that was both romanticized and realistic, prompting discussions about history and societal values. Its depiction of love amidst chaos and the fight for survival made it relatable to many. When Hollywood decided to adapt Gone with the Wind into a film, it faced the massive task of translating these complex themes onto the screen. Producer David O. Selznick recognized that to capture the essence of the story, he needed to maintain its emotional depth while reaching a broader audience. This ambitious vision set off a whirlwind of activity in Hollywood. The search for Scarlett O'Hara became one of the most famous casting calls in film history. Numerous actresses auditioned for the role, each hoping to embody the fiery spirit of Scarlett. Ultimately, Vivien Leigh stood out, captivating producers with her performance. Meanwhile, convincing Clark Gable to join as Rhett Butler proved challenging but essential for the film's success. In summary, Gone with the Wind was not only a literary triumph, its adaptation into film required immense effort and passion from everyone involved. Adapting Gone with the Wind from its beloved novel form into a film presented a myriad of challenges. One of the foremost difficulties was the sheer length and complexity of Margaret Mitchell's story. The novel spanned several years, detailing intricate relationships, historical events, and personal growth. Condensing this rich tapestry into a manageable film format without losing its essence required careful planning and significant creative decisions. Time constraints further complicated the adaptation process. Producers wanted to release the film quickly to capitalize on the novel's popularity, which meant that scriptwriters had to work tirelessly to compress key plot points while maintaining coherence. Certain scenes that were vital in the book had to be rewritten or even omitted altogether, sparking debates among the creative team about what should remain in the final cut. Moreover, capturing the emotional depth of Scarlett O'Hara's journey was essential. The film needed to reflect her transformation from a carefree Southern belle to a determined survivor amidst turmoil. Achieving this balance required not only skilled writing but also thoughtful consideration of how actors would bring these emotions to life on screen. As production began, Selznick's vision clashed at times with those involved in making the film. He insisted on authenticity and grandeur, pushing for elaborate sets and costumes that mirrored the period accurately. This pursuit of perfection sometimes led to tensions on set as directors and crew members faced tight schedules and demanding expectations. In summary, adapting Gone with the Wind was an enormous undertaking filled with obstacles. The need to condense an epic story while preserving its heart became a focal point for everyone involved in bringing this iconic tale to life on film. The search for the perfect actress to play Scarlett O'Hara became one of the most legendary casting calls in Hollywood history. Producer David O. Selznick recognized that capturing the essence of Scarlett was crucial to the film's success, so he embarked on an exhaustive nationwide search for the right talent. Over 1,400 actresses auditioned for the role, each hoping to bring their interpretation of the iconic character to life. Many notable actresses were considered, including screen legends like Bette Davis and Katharine Hepburn. Despite their talent, Selznick was looking for someone who could embody Scarlett's complexity, a mix of charm, determination, and vulnerability. The casting process was not only lengthy but also carefully monitored by Selznick, who insisted on thorough auditions and screen tests. Ultimately, it was British actress Vivien Leigh who caught Selznick's attention. He was drawn to her beauty and her ability to convey Scarlett's fiery spirit. However, her path to securing the role faced several bumps. Many in Hollywood were skeptical about casting a relative unknown, especially in such a pivotal role. There were concerns about her accent, and whether she could convincingly portray a Southern belle. Lee persevered, delivering a powerful screen test that wowed Selznick and his team. Her performance captured the dramatic essence of Scarlett, winning over critics who had previously doubted her suitability for the role. The casting search for Scarlett O'Hara not only highlighted Lee's talent but also marked a significant moment in Hollywood history. It demonstrated how determined producers work to find the ideal match for complex characters. This iconic role transformed Lee's career and established her as one of Hollywood's leading actresses, as well as setting a powerful standard for future casting decisions in the industry. Vivien Lee's journey to securing the role of Scarlett O'Hara was marked by both determination and challenges. After impressing producer David O. Selznick with her initial screen test, Lee faced a series of obstacles that could have derailed her chances. Many in Hollywood were hesitant about casting her, primarily due to her relative obscurity and concerns regarding her accent. Critics doubted whether a British actress could convincingly portray a Southern belle, adding pressure on Lee to prove herself. Selznick, however, saw something special in Lee. He believed she could embody Scarlett's fiery spirit and emotional depth. To aid in her preparation, Lee was provided with extensive coaching to refine her Southern accent and further develop her portrayal of the complex character. She immersed herself in the role, studying the novel and understanding Scarlett's motivations and struggles. Lee's perseverance paid off during a series of additional auditions and screen tests. She delivered powerful performances that showcased her ability to navigate Scarlett's evolving personality, from a headstrong young woman to a resilient survivor. With each audition, Lee silenced doubts about her talent, and Selznick's confidence in her grew stronger. Despite the challenges she faced, including skepticism from Hollywood insiders and the pressure to meet high expectations, Lee remained focused and committed to her role. Her passion and dedication ultimately led to her being cast as Scarlett O'Hara, a decision that would change the course of her career forever. Vivien Lee's journey exemplified not only her exceptional talent but also her resilience in overcoming adversity. Once the role was secured, she would become forever linked with Scarlett O'Hara, establishing herself as one of cinema's most iconic actresses and setting a benchmark for future performances in Hollywood. While Vivien Lee's casting as Scarlett O'Hara became a celebrated story, the process of securing Clark Gable for the role of Rhett Butler was equally dramatic. Initially, Gable was hesitant to take on the part. He had concerns about how a romantic lead would be received after being typecast in other roles and was unsure if he wanted to step into the spotlight as a leading man again. Producer David O. Selznick recognized that Gable was essential for the film's success. He understood that Gable's charisma and talent were crucial in bringing Rhett Butler to life, a character known for his charm, wit, and complexity. Selznick made it his mission to convince Gable to accept the role. He arranged meetings between them, during which he passionately described the character and the film's significance. Selznick also had to navigate the challenges posed by Gable's contract with MGM, which complicated negotiations. The studio was initially reluctant to let Gable go, fearing they would lose a major star. However, Selznick was persistent, arguing that casting Gable would not only elevate the film but also benefit MGM in the long run by associating their star with such an ambitious project. Eventually, Selznick's enthusiasm and determination won out. After deliberation and discussions about creative control and salary, Gable agreed to take on the role of Rhett Butler. This decision proved pivotal. His performance brought depth and magnetism to the character, making him one of cinema's most memorable leading men. Gable's involvement not only enriched Gone with the Wind, but also solidified his status as an icon in Hollywood. His chemistry with Lee brought the character's tumultuous relationship to life, creating a dynamic that resonated with audiences for generations. Filming Gone with the Wind was a monumental task, and it was not without its share of tensions and emotional challenges among the cast and crew. As the production progressed, the pressure to meet Selznick's high expectations weighed heavily on everyone involved. This intense atmosphere sometimes led to conflicts between the actors, particularly between Vivien Lee and Clark Gable. Lee, known for her dedication to the role of Scarlett O'Hara, often put immense pressure on herself to deliver a flawless performance. Her intensity and commitment could clash with Gable's more laid-back approach. The difference in their working styles occasionally resulted in misunderstandings and disagreements on set. However, both actors respected each other's talent, which ultimately helped them navigate their differences as they worked to bring their characters' tumultuous relationship to life. Additionally, the ever-changing direction of the film added to the strain. With multiple directors involved throughout filming, there were frequent shifts in vision that left cast members feeling uncertain about their roles. Victor Fleming eventually took over directing duties, but the transition was not seamless. Actors sometimes found themselves confused about their motivations or how scenes should play out, leading to frustration among the cast. The emotional weight of portraying such complex characters also took a toll on Lee and Gable. Lee often channeled her own feelings into her performance, while Gable grappled with the responsibility of playing such a beloved character. These emotional challenges sometimes bled into their off-screen interactions, creating a charged environment. Despite these tensions, the cast and crew shared a common goal: to create a film that would resonate with audiences for generations. The struggles they faced only served to deepen their performances, ultimately contributing to the film's enduring legacy as one of cinema's greatest achievements. The production of Gone with the Wind was marked by significant changes in direction that impacted the film's overall vision. Initially, George Cukor was brought on as the director, and he was known for his ability to work with actors and draw out emotional performances. Cukor began developing the characters, particularly focusing on the depth of Scarlett O'Hara, as he sought to create a nuanced portrayal. However, as the shooting progressed, tensions arose regarding creative differences between Cukor and producer David O. Selznick. Selznick had a distinct vision for the film that sometimes clashed with Cukor's approach. As production demands increased and time constraints became more pressing, Selznick decided to make a change. After about 3 weeks of filming, he replaced Cukor with Victor Fleming, a director who had already proven his ability to handle large-scale productions effectively. Fleming took over during a crucial period of filming when tensions were high and emotions ran deep. He brought a different style to the project, emphasizing the dramatic aspects and pacing that Selznick wanted. Fleming's leadership helped stabilize production. However, he faced challenges in continuing the work that had already begun under Cukor. With multiple directors involved, actors often had to adapt to fluctuating visions for their characters and scenes. Under Fleming's direction, key scenes began to take shape, including the iconic burning of Atlanta. This pivotal moment required meticulous planning and coordination to ensure it matched both the emotional weight of the story and Selznick's grand ambitions for visual spectacle. Despite these directorial changes creating uncertainty on set, they ultimately contributed to shaping Gone with the Wind into a powerful cinematic experience, blending emotional depth with sweeping historical drama. The collaboration between diverse creative minds helped craft a film that would go on to become a timeless classic. One of the most dramatic and challenging scenes in Gone with the Wind was the burning of Atlanta, a pivotal moment that symbolized the destruction of the Old South. Filming this scene required meticulous planning, extensive coordination, and a great deal of creativity to convincingly depict such a significant event in the film's narrative. To bring the destruction of Atlanta to life, producers opted for a combination of practical effects and pyrotechnics. They used a real set design to resemble parts of the city, and special effects teams created controlled fires that would fan out across the landscape. Safety was paramount, so extensive precautions were taken to ensure the safety of the cast and crew during filming. The logistics were complex. It required careful timing and choreography to create the illusion of chaos without losing control of the fire. The actors also had to simulate fear, panic, and desperation amidst the flames, which added a layer of intensity to their performances. Vivien Leigh, in particular, felt the emotional weight of the scene as she portrayed Scarlett's turmoil while witnessing the ruins of her beloved city. Director Victor Fleming faced immense pressure to make this scene both visually stunning and emotionally impactful. It was important for him to convey the significance of Atlanta's destruction not just as a backdrop but as an essential part of Scarlett's journey. The burning represented a turning point for her character, highlighting themes of loss and resilience. Despite the challenges, the scene became one of the film's most memorable moments. Its execution captured both the dramatic essence of the story and the technical prowess behind its production. Ultimately, the burning of Atlanta solidified Gone with the Wind as a cinematic masterpiece, showcasing how complex filmmaking can create powerful narratives that resonate with audiences. David O. Selznick's vision for Gone with the Wind was to create a film that captured the essence of resilience and determination amidst the profound hardships faced by its characters during the American Civil War. He aimed to depict not only the personal struggles of Scarlett O'Hara but also the larger societal changes occurring in the South. Selznick wanted audiences to connect deeply with Scarlett's journey as she navigated love, loss, and survival in a world turned upside down. At its core, Selznick believed that Gone with the Wind should represent the strength of the human spirit. He saw Scarlett as a symbol of tenacity. Despite overwhelming obstacles, she continually fought to reclaim her life and identity. This theme of resilience resonated with viewers, making Scarlett a relatable and enduring character. Selznick also understood that the film had to reflect an authentic portrayal of historical events, while still embracing dramatic storytelling. He sought to balance romanticized views of Southern life with realistic depictions of its struggles. The burning of Atlanta, for instance, was not merely a dramatic spectacle, it underscored the loss experienced by both characters and society as a whole. To achieve this vision, Selznick pushed for high production values, insisting on elaborate sets, costumes, and a powerful score that would enhance emotional depth. He believed that every aspect of filmmaking should serve to heighten the audience's connection to the story and its characters. Ultimately, Selznick's unwavering commitment to his vision helped shape Gone with the Wind into more than just a film. It became an exploration of human endurance in times of crisis. His dedication ensured that the movie would leave an indelible mark on cinema history, celebrated for its rich storytelling and emotional resonance even decades after its release. The impact of Gone with the Wind on cinema and culture is profound and enduring. Released in 1939, the film quickly became a massive box office success and won numerous Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Its lush visuals, dramatic storytelling, and unforgettable performances have secured its place as one of the most iconic films in Hollywood history. The enduring popularity of the film lies not only in its lavish depiction of the Civil War era but also in its exploration of complex themes like love, survival, and resilience. Culturally, Gone with the Wind has sparked conversations about race, gender roles, and historical representation. While it has been celebrated for its artistic achievements, it has also faced criticism for its romanticized portrayal of the antebellum South and how it handles issues of slavery. These discussions continue to resonate today as society reflects on history and cultural narratives. The film's legacy has influenced countless filmmakers and screenwriters throughout the decades. Its innovative use of color cinematography, large-scale production techniques, and character-driven storytelling set new standards for epic films. Directors like Francis Ford Coppola and Martin Scorsese have cited Gone with the Wind as a source of inspiration for their own works. Moreover, Scarlett O'Hara remains an emblematic figure in popular culture, a testament to the complexities of female strength and independence. Her character has been analyzed through various lenses, leading to a deeper understanding of women's roles in both historical contexts and modern society. In summary, Gone with the Wind is more than just a classic film. It is a cultural touchstone that continues to influence art and provoke thought about its themes. Its blend of grand storytelling with significant social commentary ensures that it will remain relevant for generations to come.